Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Assassin, and we're back with some more content for you. We're over here on some Splitgate 2. Things are not going very well for Splitgate 2, or at least not as expected. So we're going to be talking about some of that today, as well as playing a little bit. So I've been trying to figure out if I want to do ranked arena, or if I wanted to do like quick play. I know I want to play arena. I'm just not for sure if I want to do the ranked side of things, because I don't want to get beat up the entire time. But I guess it is what it is. If we lose some points, whatever. Maybe we'll actually find some favorable matchups here in bronze. Things are not going very well for the studio. 1047 games, as well as Splitgate 2 as a whole. And not to say that maybe they're not finding success, it's just that the player numbers in particular are looking a little rough. More rough than you would expect for a game that just released. For them to lose, I think it was like 84% or something like that at the peak of when the game released on Steam. And the player number wasn't even that high. It was like 25k, 30k, something like that. So to lose 84% of that high right there is crazy numbers. What is going on with Splitgate 2? Well, I think there's some reasons. This is a 3D movement shooter. I've spoken about this before, but this type of game, it really is a niche kind of thing, especially with how competitive it is. This is not easy at all, especially if you're coming in here from a game that doesn't have movement like this. Oh shit. Oh, come on. And when I'm talking about people not really being great at the game, or I'm saying it's difficult, I'm speaking about the really casual gamer that we usually forget when it comes to all of this, you know, online stuff. There's not always gonna be someone like you and I who are on here grinding, playing these games consistently. We're talking about the dads. We're talking about the people that are taking a little bit of time out of their day, maybe 30 minutes, maybe a couple hours every day. Maybe they're not even clocking in 8 hours a week. And those are the type of players you gotta think about when you're trying to get them to come over here and play this shit, because it is difficult. It is very hard for someone to think about. You go through a portal, you go through the next portal, and it just looks complicated as shit, especially when you get the freaks on here and they're able to do shit where they do a portal here, they portal there, they portal over there, and then they move through the next one, and it just looks like a clusterfuck from hell. Oh man, fuck me. So in my opinion, it's just kind of already at a disadvantage when you think about it, because the game itself, right, is just, it's built different. There's people on here that are going to mess your shit up, and that's with any game. Any game, you're gonna have people that take the game really seriously, you're gonna have more competitive shit, but with this in particular, the skill ceiling is so high that it feels almost out of reach for some casual players. Oh, there's a fucking guy to my left. I think we're about to lose the first round. We had the one guy on there not even playing. Oh, that's the first time I've ever seen someone play from Epic Games Store. That's wild. And that's unfortunate because the game itself can't really change that. They have tried to implement things like a no portal game mode, which has helped to kind of like close the skill gap a little bit, but overall, it's still the same thing. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to be cheeky and like fall back down. Not happening. But even with the game modes where you're getting rid of the portals and stuff like that, the people are just really good at the game, and that's not like the premier mode, so you kind of feel like you're playing an offshoot of the game itself. But there is people that definitely prefer to play that way. I mean, don't get me wrong. Oh, come on. There we, oh shit. He's right there, boys. Get him. There we go. Oh, that was a triple kill? I don't think I got a triple kill. I think it was counting assists or something like that. This is ironically one of the best ways to describe what's going on. So like if I was just a super casual player and I was seeing some shit like this isn't even the craziest. These are not even the sweatiest people that you can find. This is a bronze lobby, and you can see how competitive and serious this is, and obviously this is ranked, but overall, you're like, damn, I just wanted to get on here, have some casual fun with my friends, portal around, nothing too serious. But then you're introduced to guys like these, freaks like this, little weirdos running around, and it just doesn't really mesh with your vibe, and you decide not to play. So I think that's one of the biggest contributing factors to the current situation with Splitgate 2, and it's something that's never going to really change. I think there's always going to be, and I've said this before, a really dedicated player base for this game, because it has the flow. It's got the Titanfall 2-esque movement, Titanfall movement in general, not just 2, but it feels fluid. You have really complex movements that you can do. The skill ceiling is so high, it's easy to pick up and play. I mean, I can put a portal there, and we move through it easy peasy, and you can kind of understand where everything is clicking in your brain. But if you go further than that and you push yourself to get better, you can do even more insane shit, and people really love that. So there's always going to be people that want to play this game. It's just going to have that niche community. God damn, I suck. And now this might come off as me trying to cope because I'm bad at the fucking game. I've had my moments. I've had my fair share of fun experiences. But that's not going to deter me from saying that, you know, this game isn't for everybody, especially for a very casual audience. This shit looks nuts. And it sounds like maybe I'm trying to, like, make myself feel better, be like, oh, people don't want to play this because it's super hard. I'm just not the best at this game, and I never will be. Pushing up the ladder here in ranked would be an absolute travesty for me to try and, like, complete. I'd be raging. My blood pressure would be raised so high. I'm just trying to express that there is more reasons than just missing features and stuff along those lines that are already hindering the game from succeeding. Holy shit, I can't believe we almost lost that.
Heating up. Watch out, enemies going for a capture.
Is there like a little teleporter thing back there? Oh, there must be, because he came back up. I thought he was big dead. He was jumping off real quick. I was like, that's weird. That was a dumb decision. I pushed in there all crazy, but we got to capture that point. We're about to lose. Oh, we managed to take back the point. Is this our redemption? About to catch him off guard. Well, used my teammate as bait. That's okay. That stuff happens, you know. Oh, fuck, man. He meleeed the shit out of me. I think they captured it. Yeah, we're losers. That means I just lost more points in bronze. Hell yeah. So with that number being 25,000, 30,000, somewhere around there at their peak for Steam numbers, that's not encompassing Epic Games Store. I think it's on Microsoft Store, wouldn't it be? Something like that. I mean, obviously it's on Xbox and PlayStation, so we don't have all of the numbers combined together. There might be a really popular player base over there on the console side of things, but Steam numbers are usually a good indicator of how a game is doing, even though you have to like turn that setting on, I believe, which definitely sucks because the game itself is really fluid. Like I've said, it's fun. The people behind the game obviously care a lot about it. The CEOs recently that we've talked about decided to forgo their paychecks, their salary. They had to let go of some employees. That could have been just their like research department, could have been something like that. I think this is a new map. I don't think I've played this map. What the hell is this? But they did that. That was a really nice way of showing that they care about the game. But I mean, they were letting employees go, so that could mean a sign of things to come. This was started by just a couple guys in their college dorm room. They cared a lot about making something like this, and it really shows. But honestly, just because the game is good, it's got a lot of love behind it, doesn't mean that it's going to be popular. I mean, the best example I can give for that is Titanfall 2. That game was fucking awesome, but it was released at the worst time possible. EA destroyed it. It was put in between a Battlefield release and a Call of Duty release. It was feature packed. It had tons and tons of hype behind it. Ultimately, there was just too many factors going into it, and the game fizzled out. Even though the community loved it, the game had plenty of shit to do. It just sucks. I'm gonna follow this guy to the ends of the earth. I'm saving you, buddy. Oh, nice portal. Hell yeah, that was solid. Don't mind me. I'm gonna grab this ball. Okay, we're just running. We're running it. Oh, there's enemies over here. This isn't good. Nice. Oh shit, they're on top of me. And you know, that's not to say that Splitgate 2 hasn't had its time with the popularity contest. I mean, they've been in the news, be it for some negative things, but they have been in the news. So the game has been talked about. Oh, I used it too early. Fuck me. Things are getting really heated up here. We have multiple balls in rotation. Oh shit. What are we doing here? Oh my god. Did you see him drop that shit? He was prepared. Oh shit. Got himself a shotgun. He was coming in here crazy. He fucking gets me anyways. We managed to win the round. So like my thought process would be if they're still in the news, if they're being covered quite frequently, you'd think that they would have maybe some more player numbers. They've had sponsored streams. The game has been seen by a lot of eyes, but people are still not biting at the bait. One of the things that had a lot of people excited was that trailer that they released, the real like cinematic one. The one that had me in my feels, honestly. We did a reaction to it and I was like, damn, this shit is good. One of the things that people were hoping for once they saw that was a bit of a campaign. But that did not happen, obviously. We were gifted a BR mode. And there was a lot of people that weren't too excited about the BR mode. I would say that the BR space is kind of dwindling. Unfortunately, there's just only so many games that you can play. And there's only so many battle royales that you can probably compete in before you get tired of it. So the game mode itself, even though I think it's pretty decent, and it's got a different mechanic because of these portals, there's a lot of things going for it, but it's still a BR. And I think if you're coming into Splitgate and you're wanting to have that authentic experience, if you're wanting to have a good time, you're probably playing Arena or you're playing like a ranked mode, something along those lines. Oh, went for the double headbutt. This feels really sketchy. I should have used a portal so I could get over here quicker. Oh, we're about to score. Boom, winners, just like that. You know, honestly, I think if it was a campaign like people were theorizing, it could have been very popular. I mean, not the most popular thing on Earth. I mean, there's only so much replayability that you could probably get from a single-player campaign, especially if it's akin to a Call of Duty campaign. Those are, you know, the Michael Bay experiences. It would be your own single-player movie experience. You'd get like maybe 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours if you're like kind of really slow about the whole thing, but it could have been really cinematic. It could have brought a lot of attention from that crowd who likes to play single-player games. I just got stuck somehow. What the fuck? Oh, hell yeah. And of course, the BR space is not very positive, so that already had like a negative connotation behind it. So when that was the big announcement and they were talking very highly of their said game, and they're going on and on about how they're gonna make FPS great again, and then they do a BR, it really left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths.
Opponent stole a split ball from us.
I shouldn't have re-peeked him. We got a nice little win right there. I'm surprised. I thought we were gonna get destroyed, but we did it. We got a lot of points for winning, though. Oh, he wants to party up. Okay, we'll party up, buddy. The game itself had like 100 million in funding, valuing the company at 1.5 billion. So 1047 Games is a huge company, and that's a lot of money pumped into the sequel. Does this feel like a proper sequel? That is the question. Do you think it has all the ins and outs that it's supposed to? Does it feel like it's been 4 years of development? I mean, it's very fluid. It feels better than the original, obviously. I mean, the game is, I don't know, I like the way it feels. Does it scratch the original itch of the first Splitgate? I think so. Maybe not exactly the same, but it definitely does something for you. Oh, shit, man. Nice, good kill. I love the sliding mechanics. I love the way boosting feels. I mean, it's everything that you'd want from a sequel, honestly, minus some of the things we're going to talk about here in just a second. There is a lot of funding in Splitgate 2, and Splitgate 1's, you know, development was cut short because they decided to put all of their efforts into making a sequel, and the sequel is nowhere near as popular, or at least I don't think it is, as popular as the original, which, I mean, kind of makes sense. It was really lightning in a bottle. The first game that they released, it captured so many people. The servers went down. I remember people that usually don't play video games all that much jumping into Splitgate. I don't think that's ever going to happen again like that. It was free to play. I think it was free to play. Yeah, they had just like a little battle pass thing. It's crazy how it popped off. But the initial reception to Splitgate 2 was mixed. There was people that loved it. There was people that weren't a huge fan. They were looking for things that were reminiscent of what they had played previously. Crazy portal spots, flying all over the map, and some of that really wasn't present. Oh, look at us, we went to bronze too. But something that had caught my attention, I was looking on Twitter, just reading kind of like the sentiments behind the game itself. Obviously, what kind of blew up was the post about how the game has lost a huge amount of players, and this one caught my eye here on Twitter. App Dog has said, no ranked leaderboards, no replays, no option to save custom game setting, no races, no practice range, no kill cams, no after action report, no medals, no drops, no levels, no asymmetrical maps, no takedown ranked. What happened to the game that we love? Some of those things in there I was not even aware were in the original game and not here in the second. Just kind of reading that list there and seeing how much is missing from the game, it's kind of crazy, but I don't feel like a lot of these are things that would keep people from playing the game. I think there is just that factor that we talked about, that is, people are not going to flock to this game like any other traditional shooter. I would love to see the statistics on a 3D movement shooter versus a traditional boots on the ground, not having to fly all over the map, not having to spin around, not having to deal with this advanced mechanic. That way we could get a sense of how popular these games are, and we could really point to, well, of course, this game isn't as popular as this game because you can jetpack 360, teabag the dude in the head, snipe him, jump through a portal, jump through another portal, and escape. I would love to see the numbers on that. I don't know know if that'll ever happen, but I just think it's really interesting. Well, that's just kind of some of my thoughts on Splitgate 2 and its trajectory, I guess. I don't know if it's dying necessarily or if it's dead already. I think that the game, again, is good. It's just, it's niche, and it's going to be like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes games are just niche. It is what it is. Hopefully, there's going to be a resurgence for Splitgate 2. I would really love that for the developers, for the game. I just don't see that really happening. What's actually really funny is I was going to release a video about Splitgate 2 in this same kind of vein as this one on its release. Are the main issues the ones that I listed there by App Dog? Is he correct? Are those the things that are missing and making people not want to play the game? Or is it kind of more of what I said? Am I on the right trajectory? In other words, do you think that the game itself is just a niche kind of product? Are you thinking that 3D movement shooters are not the popular thing? People would much rather be playing something else that's a little more basic, a little more dad-friendly. Do let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback on Splitgate 2, where you think it's going, where you think it's at right now. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.